through the Bunkai Strategies newsletter, which we offer for free at bunkai.co.uk. Sometimes I get asked questions about different parts of kata and their applications. And on this occasion, we're going to tackle one that the asker of the question hasn't given me permission to use his name, so I won't. But at the same time, I thought it was such a good question that I'd post the answer here so that everyone could have a look. My name's John Burke. What we do is to show applications to karate kata that are usable for self-defense, not the kind of hokey stuff that you sometimes see, which only works if someone does a preordained combination. And as such, we're going to cover this move from Tekki Shodan, or Naihanshi kata, where just after the beginning of the kata, we've stepped across, and the hands cross, and the knee comes up, and then comes down to the side. Now, the thing is that as time goes by, things get extrapolated, they get turned into exaggerated versions of what they were originally. And if you look at early footage of, say, Funakoshi Gichin doing these moves, you'll see them done quite abruptly and sharply, whereas nowadays you tend to get these big loping movements, and then people are trying to find applications to those. Well, the fact of it is, it's really, really simple, as long as you get some basic things right. First one would be that we're working at the right kind of distance where someone could attack us. The second one would be that we're working with the kind of attack that might actually happen. So we're not talking about karate straight punches here. It's going to be a hook or a grab or a grapple or something that really happens outside, not some shirigeri or ashigeri combination that doesn't really occur. So at this kind of distance, and bearing in mind the way Tekki is formatted, what we have is a couple of things. The first one is sideways movement. If I'm going to move sideways, there has to be a reason for moving sideways. And it's probably because the guy's very big and he's putting a lot of pressure on me. So I would be foolish to try and move him back if he was a lot bigger and stronger than me. He'd be trying to push me around, he'd be throwing me about, and I wouldn't be able to counter that with direct force. So instead, we have a sideways force, which is used with a sideways step. The second part is to break down, we've got the range and we've got the kind of attack we're working at, is what hits them. Now the first part of that step is the foot going across, we're going to take the inside of his ankle. The second part of that step is the knee coming up. So the knee rises and we get bang. Now, without looking at what the hands do, as my questioner said, you know, the hands can do all sorts of things, and that's all good. Just looking at what the feet do, we can take the inside of the ankle, raise the knee. Now, wherever that knee catches is going to be all right. And in fact, if we're in too close and it's not the knee that catches but the shin, that's okay too. It's all going to be damage for the person who's attacking us. And then the foot kind of arcs out to the side here. And it's the edge of the foot coming down this way through that leg, which has already been set up by us. Twang, knee, smash. That we get the step in the kata, knee and down to the side. That going down to the side is going through a leg, which is to our side. And one of the little set-up things that we can do is, if no one outside ever stands with their feet completely parallel, but if he did stand with his feet completely parallel, we cause one of those feet to come in front. They are easily done. Ready it, knock it, and then smash it. We always have to put a warning on this. People's knees are very delicate. They're not made for sideways movement. The knee functions forwards and back. Sideways movement shouldn't really happen. There's a little bit of elasticity there, but not enough for it to be collapsed through. So whenever we're working with a partner, we do it very gently. The kata is for doing it speed and power. Lateral movement through the knee is just going to shear it, and then the knee's gone. And I always demonstrate that with fingertips because, let's face it, we've got more control with the fingertips than we have with our full body weight being applied. The stance that we end up in is another signifier of what's going on, because it shows you that we're going to drop our full body weight downwards. You know, a front stance applies the body weight forwards, a back stance applies the body weight backwards, and a kibadachi applies the body weight downwards. So what we're doing there is smashing through something and dropping down. Now, what else could it be used for? Well, I use that on the inside of Eric's knee here. There's nothing to say that we couldn't be over here and apply it from this side. You know, we could be coming in this way. If we look at the omote, if we took that right swing and we came in and got round to here, then our step, knee and smash becomes something that you do from the back of the person. So the weapon that we're hitting with is fairly clear cut. It shows you knee and then down. And if we examine the texts that give us the names of these techniques, we see that this is a fumikomi, or a stamping kick, or really a stamping smash. So with this in mind, we think that the move could actually be used in that way, rather than thinking that you know, someone's trying to sweep you and you're going to lift this to avoid it and then put your foot back down before you come out and block their punch, or something like that. Certainly there are other parts of the body that could make contact. I mean, if he was swinging a big round kick, for instance, and it was coming off of that left leg, and we come in here like this, we could use it that way. But what we tend to think is that later on in the kata, when we get the nami-geeshi movements, that is slightly more appropriate to that kind of block. Because when he does it that time, and I'm doing the nami-geeshi, we're going to use the knee to come up and wedge into the kick. And if I'm on target, then we get into the inside of his thigh there, and make it land that way, and we get a little impact on it. So certainly there are other applications we can use, but I think if we're working at that distance and we're working on the person who's throwing a real kind of attack, so they're into grappling, or they're coming in with big hook punches, or they're trying to strangle you, or they grabbed you, those kind of things really happen. We're at this distance, we're in here, and in this kata it says tan their ankle, raise your knee, slam the foot down to the side. And as you do that, there should be something there that you should be able to make contact with without looking for the target. That's it for that section right now. If anyone's got any further questions, you can always email us, info@karateacademy.co.uk. We're happy to answer questions on kata bunkai. Come and see us at one of the seminars that I do across the country, or come and book me for a seminar at your dojo.